Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to share with you my actual methodology, and I'm going to be explaining throughout what I'm doing, and you're going to see my notes, and you're going to see a lot of different attacks that I believe is going to be incredibly useful to you, especially if you're on your way to do the OSCP. So sit back, relax. I hope you learned something useful, and please enjoy the video, because we want to crack all of them if we can. So then we give it this file, and then we specify Rocky. This is the first word list that I recommend you use for this. It's typically the one, but it's perfectly okay to use a few other just to double check after. And I give you several word lists as well that is useful for this exact purpose inside of the course and other things. So this will take a bit of time, as it will try to essentially crack and find a corresponding password to all of these different hashes that we have specified earlier. So yeah. Let me also just see if this one finds anything. The machine is going to be a bit slower now because it is using all of these resources, as you can see right there, trying to actually crack that hash. But yeah, I think that most likely it will not find anything here. Yes, it seems that it was not able to find anything at all. You can ignore all of that, but yeah. So, alright, so it was able to find a password, which is perfect. So I'm gonna add that immediately into the file. And we can also type --show, see what this shows us. Alright. So it just shows us this, and there's 4 passwords left. So I'm gonna add that into the list of passwords. And we basically know that this password corresponds to one of these users. So I'm just gonna copy this, might as well. Slap that into the notes. It's just the right one. Then we did the Kerberoasting. Rock, you cracked. Pass for one of these. Beautiful. We can also easily figure out which one it was as well. So we can take this user list, and then we can just grep for service. And then we could just make a new list for fun. So just make T service lists. Then we can do netexec, SMB, target, user, service list, password, and then we just take the new password that we just was able to crack. So that's going to be in the password, like so. Like so. And then we just do that, and we see which one it was. Service list. Okay, so it seems to be the file service. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so it was the first one. Yeah. The continued success is just in case it was hit several other, but we know that it's just cracked one of them. But this password could also be reused, by the way. If you want to be thorough, what I highly would recommend is that you literally do this all over again, and you do that. So we can have that running in the background. This is a very smart idea to do. And we can also, if we want to, we can pipe this into grep v I, and then we ignore all of the ones that say status log on failure specifically, because that means that, well, this didn't work. So we can just have that running in the background with your new password. This is very smart to do in general, just to make sure that no password is being reused, okay? But yeah, perfect. Now we have another set of credentials, and there's so much more we can do now. Perfect. I'll just do like so. So these are the creds that we so far have. Beautiful. So now there's a lot of things we can check, okay? So we can go back to the checklist. And this room was, by the way, strangely difficult to get that initial set of ball rolling, because it's such an uncommon path, and not to mention incredibly tedious path as well. Having to do that, so, of like brute forcing all of this stuff, and it's one of the last things that I check, which is why it took so long. But that is perfectly okay. We want to be thorough, and we want to have a reliable methodology that we can default back to make it simple and clean, right? So we've checked for Kerberoasting already. This is working strangely conveniently with our checklist. So now this is very important. This is probably the one that's gonna make it snowball a lot. So now we want to try authenticating with every single possible protocol with these credentials, right? So I'm giving some examples here, like VNRAM, RDP is open as well. VNRAM is also open on this machine if you remember. We can check. So go back to the Nmap. It's gonna be 5985. It is not open. It does not seem that VNRAM is open. Doesn't seem like it. We can do another scan just in case. But yeah, I don't think it is open. But we have RDP at least, so we have at least RDP. MySQL is not open. We have a SMB, RPC, and LDAP, I suppose. But yeah, the most interesting definitely is RDP and SMB in this scenario. So let us go and check that. Oh, see? It was open. VNRAM was open. This is why it's so important sometimes to just to really double check Nmap scans, okay? Because environments can be stable. Now, I didn't even specify my Nmap scan to be incredibly fast or anything like that. Okay, this is why in general I highly recommend to double check these things. Yeah, I do think so. Okay, so it's found one password, but this is the one we already had, right? The reason why it's not showing much is just because we are doing grep-v, which basically ignores everything, or it only shows the lines that does not contain a status log on failure. And because this one was successful, it's showing that to us, and it's looking for other ones that also. And if you find this video useful, then you're absolutely gonna love this. We have a massive, free-to-try, 25-hour plus OSCP course that you can see that people are just absolutely loving. That inside gives you all of the resources that you need to crush the OSCP. We have a massive roadmap that literally covers everything. We cover initial access, privilege escalation, Windows and Linux. We cover Active Directory. We cover post-exploitation. We cover lateral movement. We cover pivoting, tunneling. We cover the exam. We cover the reporting. We cover all of the attacks that you need and all of the techniques that you need for OSCP. We also cover all the rooms that you need to do, and all of the rooms is linked inside. We cover Active Directory chains as well, and we literally cover everything. And you will instantly get all of these resources once you join. So click the link down below, try it completely for free. I'll see you inside.